Hello there, welcome buddies to the first episode of what's hopefully gonna turn into a regular thing. What's going on here? What is this, you ask? So, I get messages from people all the time asking me to review their art and to take a look at it and rate it and tell them what to do, how to improve and stuff. It's been going on for quite a while now, so I just thought I could profit off of my fans again and make this into a series. There aren't any rules yet, but I guess I'll figure the rules out when I take a look at what I got. Alright, so we have 401 submissions with one day. That's way too many. I can't review everybody, obviously, so I don't know how I'm going to pick the ones that I'll review. I picked a nice little ninja theme on my inbox to make this go more smoothly, to keep me in a nice mood. Perhaps we can change the ninjas to something else. Let's do Tea House. I'll review some of the first people that sent me their stuff. 3 tips to get the most out of Gmail. Alright, so the first person that sent their stuff to me is JB Van Vanite Roasted Golden. Jackson is a dog of a friend of mine. Also, greetings from your German fans. Greetings, German fans. Hello. Let's check out the dog pic. It looks nice. It looks referenced off of a picture of an actual dog. I would clean up the fill here. It's going over the edges, the outlines. Perhaps just try to put a bit more contrast into this. This is quite a wrinkly dog, so there would be a lot of spots on the body of this dog where light doesn't really reach, where you can go darker because it's all kind of flat right now. I don't know, not much else I can say about this. 1 down, 400 to go. Art, I guess. Here you go. Challa by Zeppeloid A4. Here I go. What is this? Oh darn. The edge, my dude. Is my internet just bad, or is this so pixelated? I'll download this and see how big it actually is. Oh, it actually is quite a low quality pic. It looks like just a bunch of PNGs put together. Cool art, my dude. Maybe choose PNGs that aren't so small next time, that's what I can tell you. Roasted! Kill all my self-esteem, mate. Have a cross-dressing drawing I love by Not Short. Alright, let's see the cross-dressing drawing. It's very small. What's happened on his legs? What's up with the arm? Looks like the character doesn't have any bones. The coloring, the color scheme is alright. Use anatomy reference next time. You don't have to know how to do it from imagination, you know? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Roast my furry ass. What? I don't understand the face. It looks like you were just focused on getting clean line art, but clean line art doesn't save a bad drawing. What I would suggest is make the head bigger or something. It's very small right now. The neck is very, very thick. Maybe go for a little bit more of a side view on the face, and perhaps use some other color than gray for the shading of the sweatshirt or the sweater. These are taking less time than I expected, actually. I'm gonna go to some of the newer ones. What's the most recent one? True Challa Gunlayer here by Huion. Any advice on lighting slash composure? I know it has flaws, but can't seem to pinpoint them. Very clean silhouettes and stuff going on here. The composition is a bit weird. I would cut off a whole bunch of this top part. It's completely empty. Maybe the sky was supposed to be a main component of the piece, which is why you didn't cut it off, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really look like clouds. I guess it's trying to be clouds. Maybe you could have put this silhouette of this character in front of the sunset and the palm tree on the side here or something. That way the composition would make more sense. I would presume that the character is more important than the tree. It's dark against dark here, but dark against light here. Just switch them around. Art Thing by Jamie Wilson. It looks like it's referenced from a photo. I mean, it's good for the most part. It's pulling off what it's trying to be. The only thing that's kind of bothering me is the mouth, the corners of the mouth here, like what's going on there. Maybe darken the teeth a bit. They can't be so white when they're in the darkness of the mouth. Same thing with the eyes, no shading there. Maybe just put a bit more contrast into the skin. It's all very flat right now. How you doing? Art for ye. Cool art, my dude. Again, it's kind of flat. The glasses are really dark. Maybe put some more brighter stuff on top of the glasses, some brighter areas, so there wouldn't be just black holes, and some more color variation into the hair. It's all just one color. Some arts by Aaron Stone. You seem to know what you're doing. However, there are a couple of odd things going on here. I'm kind of unsure about the texture brushes you used on the hair. These scratches and stuff, they kind of look odd in my opinion. I presume you went for kind of a rough, scratchy look. I think I could present my ideas a bit better if I imported this into Photoshop. Alright, so I just stole your artwork. What I would do is I would remove these textures on the hair here completely. You see, there's supposed to be like a highlight area over here, but you went over it with these dark ass scratchy brushes, which works against the feeling of form here. So I'm just gonna go over it with some bright green or something, because this is supposed to be a highlight area. This was probably experimental, but the lighting needs to be just a bit more consistent. Maybe some more brightness over here in this part, because this is also facing the light source a bit. Roast Me Challa by Short Hercules. It sucks. What is this? What's up with his arms? Why does he not have any bones? Why are the legs of the table on his feet? What you need to do is delete this. There you go. Roasted. My second edgiest drawing by cool colors and stuff. I mean, it works. It works for what it is. I'm not sure what happened with the other arm in the back there. Where does it go? I'm kind of unsure about the shading on the hair. What's up with these bright spots? How does the light get there? Oh, yo, roast the creativity out of my shizapam. No, I'm not gonna click on these links. Delete. Goodbye. Roasted. You, Claire, you're a loser. How dare you? Alright, cool pastel colors, a bunch of leaves in the foreground. There's really not much I can say about this. This looks like a massively comfort zone-y drawing. There's not much you can go wrong with. So my advice for you is to step out of your comfort zone and try out something new. Roasted. You're the loser. Art by Say Sing. It's a portrait. I mean, it's good. There's not really much you can go wrong about with a subject matter like this. If the whole pic is just the face and a bit of hair, it works for what it is. Alright, so here's the second one. This one isn't as comfort zone-y as the first one. This is a common thing that I see in these, is the flatness of the skin. People are very afraid to use darker values on the darker parts. I used to do that a lot as well. So where's the light source? From the nose, we can tell that the light source is sort of coming from the camera, maybe a bit from above the camera. First thing I see is the hair, so I would just add a bit of darkness to the back side of it, maybe a tiny bit of separation between the big strands. Just don't be afraid to use darks. Also, these flowers are very flat looking, and maybe some on this side of the face. Roast My Art. Please demolish my self-esteem by the infamous Gabby. Alright, 4 pictures. 2 of them are exactly the same. Very nice. Lol, that storybook illustration looking thing. Hey, that's pretty cool. You tried to put some of that yellow light from the lantern on top of this white shirt, but it gets darker because you chose the full-on white as the local color of the shirt. You should not have done that. If this was done in Sai or one of those programs where you can blend stuff, I would have just used the blender to blend this light out down the pants, because it doesn't fit into an otherwise clean style like this. You can't see the top side of a thing and the bottom side at the same time. But otherwise, a cool job with the atmosphere. It tells a story. That's what's most important. There is no need for this much detail in the back there. Oh darn, there's a lot of submissions. I wish I could roast all of you, but there's simply so many. A Challa here. If you put this in the video, I will be embarrassed. Great, let's do some embarrassing. Oh hey, that's edgy. The background is too small. It's pixelated. It doesn't work well with the sharpness of these lines. I would have also used the scratchy ass line work to fill in the skin like you did with the shirt shirt down here. Same thing with the hair. November 17, 2017 drawing. I am 14 years old at the time. Love your and your vids, Challa. I don't want to roast 13 and 14-year-olds art, please. It's actually quite nice at first glance, but at a second glance, things are not that great anymore. It's cool though. It's just a bunch of technical stuff that you'll figure out over time that I noticed here. Just a bunch of nitpicking on the forms, like the neck here. I like the overall vibe of the thing though, so it's great for a 14-year-old. SJR Gamer says, let's see what advice the almighty Challa can give me. In all seriousness, it's about time I get some criticism. I doubt you'll actually get to this one, but if you do, then that's cool. Very nice. I like the vibe I'm getting from this person. Alright, the same thing here. Be more outgoing with the values. You see, there's just two colors here. There's this light area and this dark area, and they are very close to each other on the color wheel. There is also almost no distinction between the two arms here. You were really up in the lights with the skin tones. You should come down a lot more. I also was really light on the skin tones as a beginner because that's what it was like in animes, lol. It will look very out of place first, which might put you off, but you just gotta be consistent with it. Obviously, it's gonna look off if there's just these dark parts in like a select few areas of the piece. A lot more life is already coming into here by just putting a bit more darks into place. Yeah, just simple stuff like that. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it is a difference. Roast my trash art, pulls, Challa, roast me, submission, roast me. No, God, don't use that. Anybody that uses the word daddy will not be reviewed. Please, like, most of these people are 14 too. This is actually so problematic. Mary Sheffrey says, here are some recent pieces I've made. I'm more fluent when it comes to traditional, but I prefer working digitally. Much love, Chalk Boy from me. Digital is my thing. Oh, it's a very simple style. I swear to God, everybody focuses so much on the collarbones. I can't zoom in anymore. It starts glitching the hell out. Well, this is unfortunate. I would personally reduce the size of the elements of the face, reduce the size of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, all of them. Garndash. Why does it keep doing that? Maybe go for a bit of a darker skin tone. It's very pale. It's close to complete white, and that leaves you with very little room for adding highlights. You try to add a nose highlight here, but it's really washed out against this bright AF skin tone. Art roasting mate by Brownies Art. Hello, Chalk. Here's my contribution. I don't know how to draw backgrounds, but I hope my OCs and good Kosh will make up for it. Oh, they sure will. I can't tell if the faces are referenced or not. If they're not, good job. You're good at doing expressions. I like the OK hand sign here. However, I don't really understand how the arm works. Where does it go? I see the shoulder here. Where's the rest of the arm? The torso is a bit short. The forearm is really long here compared to the rest of the arm here. You seem to have knowledge on how individual parts of anatomy work, but you don't know how to tie it all together in a normal way, so I would suggest you work on that. But nice cush, nice OK hand sign, I like that. Nice expressions, nice edge, I like that. Kyle Cannot says, roast mech. The placement of the eyes is a bit messed up. Well, they should be lower and not so far apart, unless that's what the person's face actually is like. Bit of an inconsistency with the height of the shoulders. One shoulder starts from here and the other one starts from the bottom here. It feels genuine though, so it's nice. Not sure what the yellow parts are supposed to be. I think you went for some sort of cool lighting, but you should have just not colored that part in with the dark skin color before. But I guess you already know that. You already understood that when you did that. Roast my shitty art, thank. I can't even see anything. What's up with the darn colors? Roasted! I did a drawing of my friend and his GF. Give it some criticism, please, by the introvert. What could I possibly say that would improve this? Just start all over, man. Roasted! Do your worst by Lex Shimada. Rate my art. I rate 5 out of 10. Roast me by Draw for Life. Alright, you used a very wide range of values colors. I like that, but you kind of overdid it, and you don't really seem to have a set light source in place here. It's all kind of all over the place. I'll just grab this real quick. Hair is completely white again. Don't do that. You didn't go full on white with the eyes though, thankfully. Make the lower parts dark and the upper parts light. It's that simple. This is all you need to do if you don't want to think of a fancy lighting setup. Roblox account authorization. God damn it, somebody created a Roblox account for me. Fletch's art says, roast the shiz out of me, Challa boy. Alright, let's see. 4 pictures. All of these people are at a very similar skill level, it seems. I keep talking about the same stuff over and over again. This one is better. It's probably a referenced pose, but good job putting the Spidey outfit on him. Why is he floating in the air though? Oh darn, it's an animation. Very sick. Really sick, my dude. Not roasted. Padshat Panini says, art. Oof, it's your boy Panini Kid. Thank you, sir. Okay, first of all, what's up with the body? How does the shoulder extend so far if it's a side view? Why does they not have an iris in their eyes? Roasted. My crap art. Enjoy my crappy artwork sent from my Samsung device. Gosh, it is quite crappy indeed. Roasted. Yes, Jimmy Scott. Hey, thanks for opening this cool opportunity to critique art. I've always wanted one of my favorite YouTubers to criticize my stuff. Hey, I like it. It has that initial reaction effect, that, hey, that's pretty cool effect. It gives off a nice vibe, so even if there are a bunch of technical things you could improve, it doesn't really matter because it tells a story. My art sucks because I'm literally unoriginal AF and I just copied a well-known artist's style. Wow, why do you send me this then? Here you go, buddy. 2 arts because I couldn't decide. Alright, I like what I see. Finally, artwork that isn't anime or Tumblr and it's trying to be something more. I would just clean up the sketch a bit. I would erase the cross on the face and these lines here at the bottom that you used to build the whole thing up. Those are not necessary anymore. They just need a bit more work, need more polishing. It looks very incomplete, if you know what I mean. I would tone down the inks and just focus more on the coloring. Hi, first of all, your videos are really awesome and fun to watch. This new series might be very interesting, so here's my picture. I'm open to constructive criticism. Hey, you've come to the right place. But why the heck did you send me the same picture twice? Is there any difference between the two? Not really, it's just a slight shift in angle. Hey, that's pretty good. There's a bunch of details. It's very, very detailed. A very wide range of colors here. Kind of works though. Kind of all blends together nicely. Even though your fundamentals aren't the best, you still have the patience and the dedication to make a large piece like this. I like that. Especially when it's done traditionally. The perspective is very inconsistent on the background. I would have used the perspective grid or something. You can just do vanishing points with a ruler. The scales of the dragon are kind of bothering me. The scales should be gradually getting smaller as they go into the distance. You could have used that to your advantage to showcase the scale of the dragon. I really like how you did the head of the dragon though. That looks very cool. The composition is very nice though. The character is very clearly the focal point in this picture. I would have perhaps done some shading or something on the character because it looks very flat and stuff, but overall it's a very nice piece. More consistency in the perspective would have been needed. It should be all one city, but it looks like 3 different cities from different angles. But it's nice, I like it. Good job. Send news, lol. Oh, I thought there wasn't going to be art here. You should bring out these butterflies or something on the tree a bit more to make this extra space on the side of the character more justified because it looks kind of random. Right now there's not much going on there. Also, the horizon line is way too much in the front here. Looks like there's a cliff and everything just cuts off after this point. I would have perhaps added a strong rim light around the edges of this character if there's such a blown out white space back there and on those trees trees as well. Zomokis, pink painting lady Mayo. Hi, this is the art ready to be critiqued. I'd like to know if I were to do it again, what should I change or what should I add or exaggerate other things it needs. You tell me, haha, thank you. Alright, let's take a look. The composition is a bit awkward. I would move the character a bit more towards the center here or something. I would also make the background fade into lighter colors towards the horizon so that it creates an illusion of distance and depth and stuff. Maybe not go for such a strange green color for the mountains. I don't know what the goal there was. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Hello, Master Gunlow. This is an artwork I did a while ago. I'm still pretty proud of it though when comparing it to my other art. I'm not capable of drawing anything besides 3-4 view headshots of cats, but I'm hoping to improve that in the future. For now, please don't hesitate to destroy me on this peacefully. I'm aware of how horrible it looks. I just need someone to point out to me the specific horrible aspects of it. Or it's really just a humorous roast video and you're not actually giving professional critique. Either way, it is awesome. Also, I saw one of your comments on Borodonte's channel. I just discovered him a while ago and love to watch his videos a lot too. Hey, I'm copying Borodonte a bit here with this series, with the paint overs. Go and subscribe to him. He's got a better channel than mine. So let's see. This is supposed to be like an underwater shot, I guess. I would maybe make the colors a bit more blue. I would just overlay him with a blue color or something, and I would just fade the more distant parts of the head and the body into blue, complete blue, and keep more of the original color on the parts that are closer to the camera. Or yeah, I don't know, the rendering of the fur is nicely done. I like that. It's cool. Toasty Roasty by Ali Zinman. That third one is process work. Roast me hard, thanks. Hey, that's cool. I really like the background part of it, how the moon light shines through the silhouettes of the trees. That's very nicely executed. Also the reflection of it on the ground, the colors of the background, the sky, I really like that. Maybe I would move the dog a bit more towards the center here so that there wouldn't be such a big empty space here. But you see, you clearly seem to know what you're doing, so yeah. Alrighty, so now that I've received a whole bunch of submissions, I think it's time to work out a couple of rules for this series to make the next episodes more organized and less chaotic. Okay, number 1 is to send your latest work or something that represents your current skill level accurately. Please send 1 image at a time. So in your message, you should include your age and what specifically you're looking for advice on. Or if you would simply want to get roasted, you can tell me that you want to get roasted. Just give me a bit of direction. I'm asking for the age so that I could critique accordingly. Submit your shiz to roastmyart@gmail.com. This is the place where you should be. That about does it for this episode. Stay tuned for more of this. I think this series will work out quite nicely.